It's important to note that data literacy, one of the misconceptions is it is a discrete, finite thing for every role. Data literacy is role specific. So you can almost think of it as like a spectrum. So if you are a consumer of data and insights that are trying to make decisions, you don't need to be a data scientist to do any predictive modeling. You probably need enough knowledge to be able to interpret the results and tell you what they mean. On the flip side, if you are someone who is in the data office and you're responsible for getting the data in real time, applying the right transformations to it, you might not need as many of the skills and mindsets that are talked about as the consumer. So you have to map out the roles in the organization and what parts they touch in the journey. Are they asking the questions and turning them into analytic questions? Are they acquiring the data? Are they doing the analysis? Are they making the decision? Are they communicating the decision? Are they assessing decision? And what you'll find is, I think the other thing that is often misunderstood with data literacy is it is equally soft skills and technical skills, and maybe not even equally. Maybe it's 70% soft skills, 30% technical. Especially when you're talking about the consumers. So for a consumer, it would be someone who's given an insight. It could be an automated insight. It could be an insight from the data team. They need to know what to do with that. And the best way to do that is to apply some of your soft skills. And we're not just talking about critical thinking or having an emotional intelligence. We're talking about you need to get diverse perspectives to understand what the puzzle means to other people. So what skills can you apply to work in a team and communicate? Like the skill of inclusion or active listening. How do you share this with others through storytelling? We live in a world that's constantly changing. So how can you apply this when you're in a state of constant flux? You need to have exponential thinking. You need to have resilience. You need to learn how to unlearn, so to speak. Not only are we adapting to change so quickly, but the situations we're dealing with now are so much more complex than they were decades ago. So how do we make decisions that are complex and do things like mitigate our bias or challenge an outdated mental model, or stay curious and ask questions about what are the alternative paths? And so I think that's one of the big takeaways for organizations is a lot of these skills are things we learn when we're young, and then we stop applying them. We stop being curious. We stop thinking critically. We stop active listening. To be fair, I didn't stop it. I've taken so many courses in reading and writing. The number one communication medium is listening. I've never taken a course in listening. I don't know why. I probably should have, right? But these are things that we need to bring back.